think we're live. All right. So let's pick out a design challenge for tonight. I had lots of fun last night, so just felt like doing another one. So this is where I got the original one. Draw a llama surfing. There's some good ones here though. A walrus in a beach chair. That one's not too bad. Draw a lobster dancing. I like the chicken skydiving. I guess that'll be one contender. So chicken skydiving. Shark eating a cupcake. A fish swimming in something other than water. That's a contender. A pug on a treadmill. That's really cute. No, let's not do people. Okay, let's try one of these. A chicken skydiving. Hey, Mr. Marsupial, good to see you. I'm currently trying to pick out a prompt. You have any favorites here? So far, I like chicken skydiving and fish swimming in something other than water. I like those. I just wanted to make sure you could see my mouse. Shark water skiing is also pretty good. Hello there, Josh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're currently trying to pick out a prompt. This is where I got the surfing llama one. It was number 1. Do you guys want to see a fish swimming in something other than water, a chicken skydiving, or a shark water skiing? Let me know in the chat which one of these I should be attempting first. Depending on how well I do, maybe I'll do another one if it doesn't take forever. Okay, we got 1 vote for Skydiving Chicken. Alright, Skydiving Chicken. Seems like that's where we're going. Shark water skiing sounds more practical in the shapes that Tinkercad allows. I agree. I think Mr. Marsupial just wants to see me struggle. But I'm up for a challenge. I'll do Skydiving Chicken. Okay. Gotta loosen up a bit and work on my streaming personality. Draw a chicken skydiving. Let's do it. There. Okay. I'm done. Alright, what's the next one? Shark water skiing. I kid. Clearly this is not a skydiving chicken. Okay. So, I'm thinking this for the chicken's body. Let's see what other shapes we have here. I like chickens too, Mr. Marsupial. All right. Oh, you guys will like this. So I got a copyright claim from streaming last night. But it wasn't because of the music I picked. It was because I'm currently just listening to YouTube music, and I made a playlist. And YouTube music has a feature where if it gets to the end of your playlist, it'll just start playing songs that it thinks you would like. So my copyright clear playlist, which is playing right now, was doing just fine until, ironically, YouTube decided to take the wheels and throw its own songs in there and get me copyright claimed. But it's not like I make any money on this anyway. So I don't particularly care. Just thought it was funny. Does this look like a chicken yet? This chicken's got like a really narrow head. It's also kind of chunky. Chickens look chunky, don't they? You know what? I'm gonna go with this shape for now. Almost a chicken. I'm also very proud to share with you guys. After last night's stream, I only lost one subscriber. You know, which is awesome because I do love a challenge as well. So. Clearly my llama wasn't good enough, but that's cool. Mr. Marsupial, you have to help me get really good at Fusion 360 so I can start doing design challenges in there too. It'll probably be more impressive than, I don't know, digital Legos. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Marsupial. It was almost progress, which is good because once we get to the point where it's progress, then we're golden. This chicken's proportions, like, oh my god. I feel like I should have like instead of my subscriber goal thing, like right there, maybe I should have like text that says what the design prompt is. Is that a good idea? Oh, I appreciate the offer, Josh. It's very close to Chicken Run proportions. I kind of like how pointy the head is. Mr. Marsupial, I'm assuming your yeah is referring to putting the design prompt over there. I think I should do that next time. What kind of cosplay stuff does your friend do, Josh? Alright, perfectly centered. What do we think of this? Is it too goofy? Oh, what do we got going on in the chat? Cosplay stuff. Extreme stuff. Anime. Big horn related stuff, like 6-foot horn stuff and separate stuff. You got a lot of stuff going on in there. 6-foot horn? It's pretty wild. Yeah, I agree with you guys also. Next time, because I don't want to tinker with that right now. Next time, I'm going to replace, yeah, if I can get it right. Yeah, I'm going to replace that subscriber bar with the design prompt. Because it's also probably not good if people watch the bar go down in the middle of the stream. I have to imagine that's not very common. That'd be kind of funny though, if you're just watching the stream and my subscriber bar goes down and down as I'm designing a really crappy chicken. Honestly, I might keep the subscriber bar up just so something like that has a chance of happening. That would be really great. Okay. Got distracted there for a second. What else do we need to do to this chicken? Well, the chicken's skydiving, so how do I distinguish, right? Yeah, a chicken skydiving. Okay, so how do I make this from a regular chicken to a skydiving chicken? I'm not gonna do a parachute, at least like a deployed parachute. I might do a backpack on it. I should do goggles as well. I'm guessing its wings should be out, it should have goggles, and it should look like it's falling. Right? So if it's falling, it's probably not going to be in this position. It's probably going to be something more like that, right? Welcome, viewer number 3. Josh is asking, is it male or female? A male might have better details for its headdress. That's true. Well, the prompt says a female, the prompt says a chicken skydiving, not a rooster skydiving, so I'm assuming I have to make it female. But I could take some creative liberties and make it a male. I think I'm just going to go with the generic chicken, though. Kind of like this. Okay. Let's have it, that's in a better, that's a better skydiving position. Well, I gotta do the wings, of course. Should I scribble the wings, or should I attempt to do it with some type of shape? Let's see what happens. I don't really use the scribble too often, so let's just see what happens. Ah, okay. This is definitely a very cartoonish wing. That's okay, it's a very cartoonish chicken. Round it out there. Is there a fill feature? Draw shape. Okay, I'm guessing I have to fill it in. There's gotta be an easier way to fill this in, right? Guessing if I just fill it, like if I just get like the wingtips, I could probably fill in the rest with like a cylinder or square or something. See, I almost never use this scribble tool. It would be nice if there was a fill feature. That'd be really nice. Mr. Marsupial, do you know if there's a fill feature? I know you don't use Tinkercad very often. There we go, a perfect wing filled right in. I know this is super riveting to watch. There we go. Since this is a slow process, do you guys want to hear an Irish joke? I know it's a day late. I have a pretty good Irish joke. Okay. I appreciate the willingness to help anyways, Mr. Marsupial, so thank you. Okay, here's my Irish joke. A guy goes into a bar and runs up to the bartender and says, "I have the funniest Irish joke that I have to tell you." And the bartender looks at him and says, "Well, I gotta warn you, I'm Irish." And then the guy goes, "All right, well then, I'll say it slowly." I like that one. How was my delivery? Give me a rating out of 10 in the comments if you wouldn't mind. Don't worry about hurting my feelings. Oh. Six out of 10? I'll take it. Wait, what's this? Draw shape. Erase shape. Draw. Oh my god. I could have been doing that the whole time. Okay. Well, at least I had an excuse to tell my... What's my average? 7.5 out of 10 joke? Yeah. Wow. This is so much easier. It's almost like I should have done that to begin with. Streets are an excuse to learn new things. No shade. Appreciate it, Josh. It seems like there's quite a bit of delay between things being entered in the chat and me actually reading them. So, if I don't respond for a while, that's why. It seems like there's a good 30 seconds or so. There's got to be a way for me to fix that. I'll look into that later. Somebody else just joined. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Trying to design a skydiving chicken for today's challenge. Done. There we got a wing. Okay. Chickens cannot fly. Fact. You know what, I'm gonna open up the stream on my phone because maybe I can actually see the chat much faster. Okay. Now I got the chat on my phone, so I guess that doesn't really help too much though, if you think about it. It's still gonna be a delay from me reading it on my phone to you guys hearing my response. Okay, oh that's cool, you can edit the scribble at any point. Is this wing too big? It looks a little bit. Okay, so now I get to use the flip tool. It's not something I used last night. I'm gonna flip that, drag it over here. Let's adjust this view right here. That's good to know. So I should be streaming to Twitch as well. I think this supports multi-stream. I can probably do both at the same time. Alright. It looks like a falling chicken, I'd say. Angle the wings a little bit. This is the pose I would do if I was a falling chicken. up a bit. Kind of more to where the shoulders would be, I suppose. See, now I'm tempted to put little bumps where their shoulders are. I'll focus on doing the main shape first, and then doing some polishing details, kind of like with what I did with the llama yesterday, where I had, you know, adjusted the ears and the snout and things like after I got the basic shape down. Okay. But of course we need... what shape should I use for this? The tail feather. Let's try and make a custom tail feather. Mr. Marsupial, I think a chicken probably would need a parachute. I assume. They weren't meant to fly. Like, they can kind of, like, flap for a short amount of time, but I have a feeling that the flapping wouldn't last very long if they were legitimately skydiving, so I'm going to give them a parachute. Bubble Bones, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Bubble Bones, I don't know if you caught what I am designing, but if you want to take a wild guess, I'll show here. Which is kind of goofy. How's this for some plumage? It's looking more what's the word for the type of animal a bird is? Avian? Not. Is it looking more I don't know. I'll just say poultry like. Does this look more like a chicken? Raise it a little bit. Let's get it all nice and centered. There we go. We'll group this whole thing. There. What are we thinking of this, ladies and gents? Is this a good enough chicken? Or at least the basic shape of a chicken before we add its skydiving features? Okay. I'm gonna ungroup basically everything at this point. So what I want to do is I just want a copy of, whoa, how did are the eyes really like that? I guess so. That's a good one. Mr. Marsupial says it looks pretty foul. Take that as a compliment in this context. Okay, so the reason I pulled out this, drop it to the work plane, all this back. Okay. The reason for this is because now I have to design goggles. A tiny little connecting piece for between the goggles. Except I actually want it to be the same height now. So that's at 16 millimeters. So I'll raise that up to 16. Can you guys hear the dogs barking in the background? I hope that's not too annoying or distracting. I know you're intently concentrating on this artistic process here. Oh no, I didn't mean to group it. I didn't mean to group all of that. There we go. You know what I'm wondering now? I'm wondering if I can use this scribble tool here to make I think that's perfect. There. Oh, that's a little long. I'm gonna shrink the size a little bit. Okay, I can get rid of this duplicate bird beak now. Let's rotate this. Okay. So if you haven't guessed, this is going to be a little side strap. Except I need more space to work here. Okay, let's figure out the best way to do this. Do a little bit of, let's put it right in the center there. What do we think of that shape? Let's see what it looks like if I put two of them. And then we're going to use that flip tool. Oh, do not mean to zoom in there. It's all even. Yep. Okay, let's group these two and center it here with the goggles. There. What do we think of that? It's kind of working. I just gotta adjust it. You know, that's not too bad. Oh boy. Let's adjust where we're looking here. Okay. Let's go ahead and center that just a bit. Yeah. That looks good to me as far as the goggle part goes. Seems like he's ready for skydiving. Let's get like a first person thing. Let's see what the bird sees. Ah. Excellent. Okay, the bulbous eyeballs poking in the back here. Okay. Alright, now I just need some kind of little backpack. Let's see the featured generators. We were browsing through these generators yesterday. Wait, if I bring out a cube, will I be able to adjust the edges? Yes! Oh, perfect. That is exactly what I needed. It's starting to look like some kind of Disney character. What's that one really annoying, was it seagull or something? Okay. Something looks a little off here. All right. Here we go. What do we think? Does this meet the requirements, or should I be adding more? Or option number 3, whatever that is. What do you guys think? Does it look like it's skydiving? Well, ladies and gents, I think that's it. That was a fun design challenge. I think it's cool if we stop it there. We'll call it a night on that one. It's just fun to get another one in. Thank you guys all for supporting. Thank you, Mr. Marsupial. I'm a little surprised too. It's honestly not that bad. I really like the way the straps are on the goggles. I think that kind of makes the goggle look. What am I doing? Why is this red? Thank you, Mr. Marsupial. I enjoy the goggles as well. I like how it still has like the lines from like that little block I put in, even though it should definitely be flush. At some point I'm going to have to print out all of the results of these design challenges. I'm just going to have a desk full of surfing llamas, skydiving chickens, water skiing sharks. I'm just going to have a whole room full of that stuff. Alright, well, thank you all, everyone, for swinging by. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, leave any comments for any suggestions, things you might want changed, or ways I could make it more entertaining. I guess going forward, I will change this little subscriber bar to what the design prompt is. That way, anybody tuning in can see exactly what I'm trying to achieve, which I think is a good idea. That might make it easier for anybody to just drop in if they weren't around from the beginning. But other than that, if you have any suggestions, please reach out. This is a lot of fun, and I would like to keep doing it in some capacity, so I'd just like to make the whole experience better for everybody, myself included. So awesome. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I will I've got another news video that I will need to get out there, but other than that,